Hello guys and welcome back to Gemini Gamers. So this is episode number 7 of our Hearts of Iron 4 series here. We are about to declare war on the Soviet Union here. Well, I mentioned this before. I waited a little while and we got the ability to cancel the non-aggression pact. Everyone else canceled it on us too, so I don't feel too bad about that now. But we're about to declare war on these fellers. I feel bad for them, but it has to be done. If not, we're gonna have issues with the Germans later on. If they end up getting too much territory, we're gonna have to push up further distance. So what I'm going to try to get out of this war is this territory, this bit here. All this, for me, everything else I don't mind, but that territory is very important for me to get around, around the frontier, and I think I may end up puppeting the Ukraine. I know you guys are probably not happy with me making that decision, but I think it's a good idea. And I also want Crimea because Crimea, it's a very controversial site too, so I want it for myself just because of that reason. So we got a little air force here. We're gonna try to use it a little bit here. I'm pretty sure the Soviets don't have any ability to actually deploy their air force into this area of the world now. Or maybe they might. I don't know though. We'll see. I need a couple of close air support bombers. Take up the orders there as well. Alright. So let's go. I'm sorry, Soviet Union. Please forgive me. Forgive me, friends. It's a necessary evil. Necessary evil. Yep, we're pushing in now. And the Germans want a non-aggression pact, which I will accept because we need to do that. Hey, they actually deploy their air force. Nice. Good job, Soviet Union. You're not finished then. Oh, no, that's actually not a good idea. I'm gonna move you to another one. Which one can I move you to? This one. Can I? Oh, wow. So we still have a lot of fight in them. That's the thing. A lot of fight in them. We don't have any tanks, so that's also the problem. Non-aggression pact with Japan, we'll accept that. Maybe that's why Germany hasn't been able to defeat them, and I'm over here talking crap. But well, anyway. Yeah, we finally got the air superiority. I think it's over. In terms of that, yeah, we don't need that many planes. I think a peace, fudge. I'll get all of them. There you go. So they can shut up about asking for peace and stuff like that. A non-aggression pact, which always don't work because you always end up declaring war on them anyway. So we're having supply issues. I mean, it is the Soviet Union, but we barely started the conflict. Why would we have supply issues? And I may end up requesting some help from the Germans by asking for their there goes Romania. For asking for some military access, if possible. I think I'm going to do that. So did we end up taking Bukovina here? Yeah, Bukovina is ours now. So basically, most of our territory has been restored except for this pieces up here that we will declare war on Germany at some point also. So we'll see what happens. We're going to try to go through this corridor. I'm going to order my blue army to try their freaking best to push that way if they can. I need an ability to actually continue to expand into the Soviet Union, so I'm gonna move all my army there, and I'm gonna tell them to keep pushing that in that direction. I need you guys to go that way. I need you to hold and go north, noobs. All right, there you go. So now we have an ability to expand in that direction, which is good. I'm gonna delete these guys. Looks like we don't have any more reason to keep pushing into German territory. So we're done with that. I'm also gonna tell my Red Army to move its ass to the what's left of the Russian front. So let's go ahead and tell them to do that. And I'm gonna use the Czech army to whatever's left of it at this point to defeat the pocket of Soviet resistance here, like that. And I'm gonna delete all of the other orders on this side, and I'm gonna tell the Red Army to listen to my orders, and I want you guys to go that way. So I'm gonna give you an attack plan towards the east into the rest of the Ukraine. Hopefully when that's complete, we can start the peace deal, if we can defeat them. I like the Finns, so I'm gonna give them a non-aggression pact. Not that it matters, though. I mean, honestly, as long as Germany doesn't want to be that guy, you know what I mean? They are actually sinking our convoys, which is not good. Okay, and we also do need more trade. We need more of this from the USA, and we need more rubber from those guys. So less rubber, actually. I need more tungsten. That's what I need. So if we can push in here without the Germans closing us out, and the Russians actually allow us to push, we will be fine, because we're going to have a little front that we can push in all the way. Hopefully we can actually close out the Germans from expanding in that direction, and just leave it, the rest of the situation to us. So we'll see, though. So anyway, it's time to crush the Soviet resistance here, and then we can start moving forward. How many planes can I station? I can't station any planes there. I need a spot so I can, here, help out my army. Yeah, they're having trouble. We have pretty crappy planes, if you ask me. So it's understandable for them to be able to do this. The Russians had a lot of fight in them. I'm surprised how much fight they have left. Anyway, and also forgot to mention, we're actually building tanks now at a very slow rate, but we are building tanks. And surprisingly, we still have the ability to finish this ship, which is kind of surprising. I thought we were going to lose the progress there because, we're declaring war on the Soviet Union. But, whatever. Come on, guys. It's okay, Soviets. It's okay. Trust me, you probably want to be occupied by us and not the Germans. Trust me. Trust me. Trust me. Trust me. And now you want to give us stuff. So let's see what you got to offer. Alright, Germany? I'm going to be nice, and then I'll see what you got to offer me. Better tanks, huh? I'm tempted. How about a Bismarck? Do you have a Bismarck research yet? No, you don't. It doesn't look like you do. Okay, that makes sense. I'm tempted to ask for tanks, since we are building tanks, and I think we stop. We're still researching. I don't think we need tanks. Unless you have like heavy tanks or something like that. And Navy-wise, we're actually catching up to your sorry butts, so I don't think we're going to need any help from that either. Come on, guys. Just push into Odessa, and then we'll be happy. It looks like the Russians are using their Navy to help them out a little bit. We need more fighters. I think with 100 fighters would be fine if we end up, kind of using this place here. So the Germans stopped pushing. They were pushing a lot harder earlier, but I think they ran out of steam as well. Kind of my army ran out of steam as well too here, so we'll see. We still don't have the ability to use our Navy, and it looks like the Italians are finally getting pushed back. So that's good, I guess, in some ways, but bad in others. And the US is actually embargoing the USSR. Instead of going to war, they are making an embargo on the USSR. That's surprising. I wasn't expecting that. I thought they were going to go to war with the Germans right off the bat. But it looks like they're going in a different direction this time. We need steel, so America's the only one that can supply that for now. Germany's not going to want to do that, so we'll see. The Czechs are finally starting to slow down. They were fighting really well. I'm proud of them, but I made a mistake, and that kind of cost me the ability to reinforce their divisions with my people. So, and the Russians successfully defended that little front. That's impressive. I'm surprised. They're actually halting my army. So, another issue though that we're gonna have is. Alright guys, so my game actually crashed and the whole computer crashed. So I'm starting to get a little bit concerned. It's been doing that a lot recently. And that's a little bit annoying. I don't know why. I think just the computer is starting to either slow down or something's going on, man. And it's expected. I've been with this operating system, Windows 10, for about 3 years without doing a reset. 3 years? Yeah, almost since it came out, I think. Yeah, 2 or 3. It's been more than a year, definitely, but I think it's almost like 3 years now. And, things start slowing down, so I think I may need to do a reinstall Windows. It's always a good thing to do. If you're having Computer issues, it's always a good way to get things reset a little bit if you're having problems like that. Go ahead and reinstall Windows, and that usually fixes it. It usually fixes everything once you do that. So yeah, I may do that at some point here, so we'll see what happens though. But I just want to mention that we actually declared war on the Soviet Union last episode. No, not last episode. This is still episode 7. Sorry that the crash got me all messed up. But this is still episode 7, so we declare war on the Soviet Union. I'm just recapping just in case the file gets completely wrecked and we can't really do anything about that. Okay, just in case it doesn't. Probably not. It probably won't do it. But if it does, we declare war on the Soviet Union. We are actually defeated Romania, what was left of Romania. And we pushed into Bukovina, which actually belongs to us. We have claims on it, so it actually does belong to us. And now we're trying desperately to get a opening here to push into the Soviet Union now. Once we get rid of these couple surrounded divisions here, maybe we'll do that. But it turns out the Czechs are finally running out of steam, and you know, they're not doing very well. So hopefully the game doesn't crash. And also the Italians, it looks like the Italians are finally getting completely destroyed now. It looks like they are not gonna hold out that position much longer. It looks like that's pretty much it for now for them. And I'm pretty sure once that piece of land falls there, they're gonna start getting navally invaded, and that's pretty much it for Germany, because they end up using a lot of resources once they start, you know, getting pushed back out from that area. So, you know, it's a problem, but we'll see what happens. You have not been able to get air superiority over the Ukraine. I do not know why. It looks like, the Soviets have a lot more planes than I do. That's probably the reason why. I don't have any other air base in range for actually to use. You know, sadly the Germans have control of all those. So I think I'm gonna actually have this one. Yeah, I'm gonna use this one. Let's see what I got left. I think I have a couple fighters that I'm going to use now. I'm going to deploy basically everything, get air superiority over that. And then I think I have a couple bombers that I'm going to, a couple bombers, not many. I'm going to deploy everything I got though. See if we can do something here with the Ukraine. A couple bombs. So I'm just trying to desperately get a corridor into the Soviet Union so I can keep the fight going. If I can't do that, we're going to have to ask for help from the Germans in that situation. It looks like the Germans ended up pushing in, so yeah, that's a problem. We actually have a supply issue here, and I can't really do much. So I think I'm going to ask for military access at this point. I have no other choice. I'm going to use the Czech army to help me do this. I'm going to deploy it around here and then help me push. Hopefully I push in this direction, allowing me to open up the front a little bit more. So we'll see. Ask for military access. They accepted. Cool, cool, cool. So it looks like that helped us out with their situation. Can we join their faction yet? No, I guess they won't want. They don't want us to join their faction. That's fine. We did end up claiming between episodes. I don't even think I mentioned. I finished up the focuses for the Austrians, so we expanded our claims pretty much to the rest of the world here in the Middle East. So here in Palestine, we have a claim. I don't know why. I think that the Austrians just had one. There, do we have any others? I'm not too sure here. Maybe Albania. No, but Sarah definitely got a claim. Yep, Sarah got a claim. Istria, South Tyrol, and Veneto got all claims. So, hey, an interesting fact, by the way, about me. I know a little bit of Italian, so if you guys want to learn Italian, just ask, and I'll play an Italian campaign. I'll try to do it by speaking Italian, so, you know, that'll be fun, wouldn't it? Let's see, what's the problem that we're having? They're just being very defensive, that's the only problem. And without tanks, we can't really get the penetration that we need, and I meant that in both ways. And if you don't know what I mean both ways, you don't need to know. Alright, so so we do have access from the Germans. So I'm going to go ahead and deploy our Czech army up here in the north. Open up the front a little bit. maybe. I won't push until we have no choice, though. So we're deploying our Czech army. Tanatuba was the next, right before... Oh, actually, it doesn't even exist now. Yeah, it did, barely. Part of Tanatuba existed before they got it next. So, yeah, that's the way it goes. So, yeah, Italy's finished. Italy's done on Albania. And once that happens, they get invaded from all sides. So, let's see what the problem with Italy is. They got the population. They got the factories. I guess it's just an AI problem. They can't deal with it. So yeah, we have a problem with support, really. Get these guys in here. Can we deploy planes? I don't know why. You get military access, but you can't use their air bases. It's funny, ain't it? Okay, I don't need you to keep attacking like that. I need you to chill. And my country, for some reason, went pink. Or purple, whatever you want to call it. Purple pink. Purple pink. Maybe if we attack Odessa now, we might be able to do something. Attack together, maybe. Into one spot. If we take Odessa, I think most of our resource problems will be solved, I think. I'm gonna fix that ugly color, I don't like it. And I think from the other side, we can attack this province here. However, it will probably end up belonging to the Germans. Which is fine. As long as we get a little path to continue moving forward, we'll be fine. I think. And it looks like we're finally getting the supply that we need, so I think we can start attacking now for real. Without German help, I think. We need naval convoys, but I think our ship is about to deploy in 4 months. So hopefully that helps us out a little bit. And what I'm trying to desperately do right now is end up getting more territory for us to be able to get an expansion of our naval capabilities. And yeah, Italy got wrecked. They lost their port. That's pretty much it. And they're about to lose their last little province. They're in Albania. So Italy's going to start losing here. And they're going to start losing a lot. Which sucks because I need them to stay strong for me to continue to expand into any other spot. Because I am gonna, if I declare war on the Allies, I'm going to have a frontier. Which will allow me to occupy Italy though. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. It's gonna be a little bit of a messy situation. You know how it gets sometimes in this game. Messy, really, really messy. And I'm not talking about the soccer player. I'm talking about like dirty, messy. So yeah, we need tanks to get deployed now. I think I'm going to reduce the amount of. Well, I can increase our production by doing that, but that's not gonna do much. I think I'm going to decrease the amount of. Do we need more trucks? We are gonna need trucks at some point, but I don't think we need that right now. Planes, we're gonna need them. I'm gonna reduce the amount of guns and the amount of support equipment that we're producing. I'm going to increase the production of tanks almost all the way to the maximum. We need more junk, so we're gonna keep importing the junk from other countries. So yeah, we're suffering a lot of losses, I think. Let's see. Yeah, not that bad. The Soviets are actually taking a lot of losses there. Do we have any allies? No, we don't. Okay. I wonder why the Soviets have an ally. The Poles got annexed by everybody. The Germans annexed them, unless the Poles have a claim somewhere. They might. No, they don't. It would be blue, right? Would it be blue? No, it would be green. Yeah, it would be green, but they don't have any claims. That was weird, because usually they don't do that. I guess maybe they wanted to bring them back if they were to win or something. I don't know. We'll see. I think I'm gonna push, and then I'm gonna push up here, get this area for myself, and then hopefully start encircling them there. And maybe then I'll cancel the other thing. I should be pushing on more areas, but I think I'm going to wait. I need a bigger war score. You know, other than 46 points. Ooh, the Germans ended up pushing there. Okay. So we're stopping the Soviet tanks there. It looks like the Russians were able to you know, supply their army, and the Germans are actually starting to show some signs of wear, which is troubling to me a little bit. And my army looks like it gave up on trying to take that piece of territory. So I need tanks soon, and I need them to get deployed as fast as possible. If not, we're gonna have problems annexing any territory at this point. We need this battleship to get built here as quickly as possible. Come on. And then I'm gonna start deploying some destroyers if I can. Dang it, we need tanks, like legit, no joke, we need tanks. Yeah, the Germans are either overstretched, which they might be since they went north a lot, or something, because they started to slow down. I don't know why they do this. Every time I declare war, they make me do the heavy lifting. I guess it's the Germans. That's the Germans for you. Come on. There you go. So we're having issues with air superiority now. It looks like Soviets have a lot of planes. They got, well, they went down a little bit now. We need bombers. We need bombers, like legit. So what I'm gonna do. It looks like we can expand our naval capabilities now naturally due to research. So I'm gonna use that. Let those things finish up, and then we're gonna continue. Hopefully attacking this province here. Can you guys do something? Help out their you know, those guys? Maybe. Hopefully. You know, in World War II, the Romanians had an army. You know, you hear a lot about the Germans getting surrounded in Stalingrad, but you know, the Romanians were also fighting in that war. In that, you know, in that front. So you know, the real reason that the Germans ended up getting surrounded there wasn't because they were pretty much screwed at that point, but it was because the Romanians were supposedly covering the front flanks, right? And you know, the Romanians weren't as developed as Germany, and I guess they probably got overconfident maybe, or so, I don't know what happened. They were just overstretched at that point, in all honesty. And I think, and you know, the Romanians got destroyed, so the Germans ended up getting surrounded around Stalingrad, and you know, that was pretty much how that story ended. But I'm just mentioning that because, Germany declared war on... Oh, and also, by the way, I don't think I mentioned that Germany destroyed Denmark, so that makes sense. But Germany doesn't have a navy. They do not have a navy. Oh, they do. They recovered a little bit. Okay. So they're building up a navy. Cool. We need convoys, though, is the only thing that I'm struggling right now with. We're gonna start getting importation. Yeah, we are. Okay. Yeah, I expected that to happen. I'm trying my best to... We need tanks, like legit. The reason we're not pushing forward right now is because we don't have tanks. Or maybe we're just attacking in a very defensive front, which they might. Yeah, they no. Well, they have one coastal fort. I don't know why they have that, but whatever. Oh man, this is bad. It's a 90, like legit. We should be able to push in. It's just the Czech army is running out of completely out of steam at this point, man. Like they got nothing left. I think if actually we do this and push this way, we might be able to, yeah, we got rid of that tank division, and then we're gonna start pushing in. I need you to attack this area so they can't retreat in there. You're not gonna be able to defeat them, but you'll be able to stall them, hopefully. Okay, we're having trouble. Looks like the Soviets have recovered. Let's see. Let's see what the progress is up here. Let's see which way the fronts are going. Looks like it's starting to go like real life, and that's a little bit worrying. But Japan is pretty much crushing it on that side of the front of the world. Because the Soviets still have control on... Oh, they lost Vladivostok. Okay, so they have no real ports on this side of the world now. Other than that little island over there, but that's no big deal. We're having a lot of issues, though. A lot more than I hoped we would. It's just the front is so small and my army is so compact. I can't really do much. I need tanks. I need medium. I should have started building light tanks. I don't know why I waited so long on building medium tanks. Dang it. This thing needs to complete up though, like for real. Can I trade steel from another country neighboring me, maybe? Neighbor, Italy, Italy, Italy. Hey, you guys have a border with me, so we don't need to do much there. And you guys need help, sadly. We're having problems. We're having legit problems. My army cannot push into Odessa, like at all. I wonder. I didn't know. I can't tell if Germans are pushing forward or they're getting pushed back. I think the Germans might be getting pushed back. I think. Details. Yeah, I think the Germans have lost a lot of men. Oh, this is bad. Just bad. Okay, actually, my army actually pushed into a piece of territory there. That's surprising. I want to surround them, and then we push, and hopefully that gives us a defensive position on this river, and hopefully allows us to push forward. Alright, so we got all this set up. Guys, the episode's going to be a little longer today because of that crashing incident, and I don't know how long the other part was because I can't really tell right now. So I'm going to end it here just in case it ends up to being too long. I don't want it to be too long. So guys, remember we have that goal of reaching 100 subscribers before the end of the year. So if it's still before the end of the year and we haven't reached it, please help us out. I'm not going to get angry. I'm not even going to be disappointed if we don't hit it. Because, you know, it's a big thing, you know. It's kind of hard to grow at this point. But hopefully, if you guys want to help us out, if you like the video, please subscribe. I'm going to try to break the deadlock before I start the next episode. But I need to record the last episode here before, really quickly because of, you know, I'm starting to run out of time here. The crash kind of caused some weird stuff. And the computer can't really handle it. I don't know why. But I'm going to try to record the next episode as quickly as possible. Hopefully we can do that here soon. And hopefully we can push it forward. And I have no choice but to end it now. And then start the next episode later. So I'll see y'all in the next episode. Please like the, you know, everything. And yeah, goodbye. Hopefully the Russians can capitulate soon. I'm just saying.